Port Adelaide, they've selected as the club of choice for Steven Motlop after being courted by a number of teams around Australia. He's settled on Alberton and he's been good enough to join us now. Steven, welcome to the show.
G'day, fellas. How you going?
We're great. Hey, it's always a big decision to switch clubs. Tell us about your reasons for leaving Geelong, firstly.
Well, family's probably the biggest thing in my life, and I just thought it's a good time to move over to the Power, and with Daniel being in Adelaide, my brother, and Marlon as well, so my cousin who works at the Power, so that was probably the reason.
Tell us about the considerations. That's probably one of the big ones there. You know, you're way up, you're going to move. Could you have played maybe with Adelaide or Port? What were the things that sold you to Port Adelaide?
I think just, you know, the players and the group that they have, and I really want to win a premiership, and I think we're going to have the players to be able to contend next year, so that was probably the reason.
Morty, congratulations, mate. Terrific pick for you. I think they'll be a great fit for you. Ken Hinkley as his program. I think I did hear you say in a press interview that he gets the best out of his players. Those that get traded there play their best footy.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, and Kenny's really highly respected through Geelong. I had him for a year as well, so I've heard a lot of good things about him. I'm really looking forward to working with him. He's
an honest fella. He'll hit you between the eyes, Morty.
Yeah, I know.
No more than probably Chris Scott. What was it like picking up the phone and telling him you're heading off?
Oh, I mean, you know, I had bloody 9 years with Scotty, and he's always been great to me, and that was really tough. And I had, you know, nine years at a great club, so anyone who's been 9 years somewhere is going to be hard to leave. But, yeah, I suppose I had to do it and get back to my family.
Tell us about the discussion you had with Ken. I'm sure you would have sat down and talked about where you might play and what role you might fill. Can you elaborate on any of that with us?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, I want to play a bit more in the midfield, up on the wing. But, yeah, and just forward as well. So I'm looking forward to playing forward and working with guys like Robbie Gray and Chad Wingard. So exciting.
Your finals campaign was solid, Monty. It showed a real care in your footy and that you can play on that big stage under that real massive pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I just kept trying to play my role for the team, and, you know, we didn't get the results probably that I wanted, but, yeah, that's what I mean. I just keep trying to work hard and just play my role.
Yeah, and you reckon Port Adelaide are right in that premiership window?
Yeah, definitely. And I'm looking forward to playing at Adelaide Oval as well and running out in here and never tear us apart, so it's going to be great.
Oh, fair. Do you know the words? Come on.
No, I'm not
They
singing.
will never tear us apart.
Well, the last time you played there was your last game for the Cats, and there was a bit of noise happening, so you'll enjoy running on the Adelaide Oval for the other way, where it's coming in your favour. Tell us about your finish to the year in terms of your physical condition. Did you have any post-season operations or anything of that nature to worry about?
No, well, I've been pretty lucky the last couple of years. I haven't had too many injuries, so I haven't had to have any surgery. It's good to have a couple of full pre-seasons and really build a good fitness space.
And how long before you get a chance to get to Adelaide and settle in and, you know, find a house and all those type of things?
I'm up in Darwin at the moment, back home. I'm from here, so I'll be up here till probably mid-November. I've got a wedding back in Geelong, so then I'll move all my stuff over then.
Barra season up there, Monty?
Yeah, it is. I've been going out a fair bit, actually.
Well, what's the biggest you've ever caught?
I haven't got a metre yet, but...
Yeah, nor have I. Yeah, a metery. Gee, ring us when you get one, or bloody get one of your spots. Where do you fish in the bay? You go down to Alligator River or Mary River or Adelaide or?
Just out in the bay, yeah, or go down the coast.
Hey,
a little bit, so.
Just while we've digressed into that, we'll get back to footy, Moddy. Your brother Daniel's business, Something Wild. I go down there at the Adelaide Central Market, and he has this magpie goose, Bix. If you've never had it, it is one of the best. I don't think you get it till about November. Are they coming in, the old Maggie goose, Steve?
Yeah, well, the season starts in about 2 weeks. So
that's what I thought.
I'll be up with the older brother Shannon, and we'll be catching them all. So it's good fun. That's one of the reasons, too, why I wanted to come to Adelaide. We've got the business there, and it's going really well, so Daniel's loving it.
And is he going to cook for you?
Business.
Sorry, what's that?
Will he cook for you? He's doing like a lot of the stuff that he's supplying is a lot of the natural stuff off the land. I guess it'd be a good chance to enjoy that taste again.
Yeah, definitely. And Daniel thinks he's a good cook, but I don't know about that. But it's going to be good getting back and just having a feed with the family.
Well done. Something Wild. I think it's stall 55 off of memory at the Adelaide Central Market. They have goat and rabbit and boar and emu and camel. And I'm telling you, Bix, the Maggie goose. If you got one, you can freeze it and bring it back on that Qantas flight for us, Steve. I reckon I'll pay you about $44 a kilo. How's that sound?
maybe $100 and we've got a deal.
No, Bix, it is
$100 a kilo.
Steve, am I right? I reckon Barra's won. The old Maggie Goose to be number 2.
Yeah, it's good. I think we actually sell it for $300 a kilo.
There you go.
Oh, no. What is it? No, it's not that, actually. I actually don't even know, to be honest.
well, here's the thing.
Daniel
Get down
will
to
ring in a
something
sec.
wild down at the Adelaide Central Market. I know Steve will probably be working there with his brother. And Marlon works closely with Paulie Vanderberg, the community side of Port Adelaide. Was that a big lure and fillip for you, Steve?
Yeah, definitely. They've got great Aboriginal programs there as well, and they really look after their Indigenous boys. So I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I'm looking forward to being involved in it.
And the Crows, where were you with them? Were they a legit consideration?
Oh, definitely, yeah. They were very impressive. Really, a lot of respect for them. They showed me a lot of time, and yeah, it was really hard, but I just thought it was the right fit.
Well done.
Who'd you catch up with at Port Adelaide? You mentioned you met with the coach, Ken Hingley. Did you meet with any players as well?
Yeah, I met Travis Boak while I was down there, and just Kenny, so...
Well, Motty, all the best, mate. We know you've done a lot of interviews. You're up there in the NT. Enjoy that, the old Maggie Goose. And again, the Adelaide Central Market, something. Well,
yep.
I love
Daniel.
Daniel.
Look after you.
He is a superstar fella. Hey, Motty, all the best, mate. Get a big pre-season in you. And if you get a big barra over a metre, text me. I'd love to know and see a photo.
I will do. Thanks for giving the plug too. Something wild.
No worries, Steve.
Good on you, Marty.
Keep talking to Rowe. I'm sure he'll keep plugging it. And get one of those, what is it, a magpie goose?
Magpie goose is a delicacy.
Yep. Well,
now, they only come in from about November to February, and they're actually as rare as hen's teeth up there. And the Indigenous...
Rare as goose teeth.
Rare as goose teeth. Yeah, there's a little,
are they flightless or...
no, they run along the ground. I think they can get off the ground a little bit. But all is like... Well, you heard, Monty, about $100 a kilo.
Yeah,
it is a delicacy.
Right.
Only great things come from the NT.
Yeah, well, I can't
and
argue...
the Motlop family's bloody one of them.
with that.
And Barramundi.
Stephen is going to be a great acquisition to the Port Adelaide Football Club. I think he gives them a little bit of outside run and carry. He's got some tricks as well.
And class.
40 goals 2 years ago, kicked 22 goals 7 last year, so he's accurate in front of goals. That's another fill-up.
And the biggest thing that Port had as a, what would you call it, a question mark? A knock, was that midfield forward transition. An elite leg like Monty, lacing out a Dixon or a Wingard or a... Robbie Gray, when he's down there, sensational pickup. You
know who the best player in the competition was in terms of efficiency going inside forward?
Tom Lynch.
No, that was Taylor Walker.
Walker.
Number 1. Do you know who number 2 was?
Who?
Jack Watts.
Jack Watts?
Yep, there you go.
So that doesn't go in the book. That's too good for the book.
That is one of the reasons why they are putting a lot of time and energy into that, because he uses it very well. I
will put 3 Maggie Goose, so it's 100 kilo, on that. Jack Watts will end up at Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide with Motlop, Watts and Rockcliffe. Yep. They are a lock for top 4. Gamble responsibly. Go to YouBet or wherever the hell who we got a sponsorship with. I don't care. If we haven't got one, let's get one.
Ladbrokes, anyway.
Ladbrokes, we don't give a stuff. Ladbrokes are up at NT and load up. Top 4.
There you go. Steven Motlop was our guest.